Everyone, this video is going to walk you through the building of our second portfolio, our Asia portfolio. So you're going to follow the steps. You can pause and rewind or rewatch this video at any point to help you set your portfolio up correctly. So we're going to start with our new folder. It should have your name on it somewhere. You're going to open it up. You should have the tabs in the center and your two pockets. Make sure that your pockets are facing up so that they will hold your papers. Okay, if anybody does not have pockets or tabs, I have extra folders on the bookshelf underneath the student atlases, and you can grab one. All right, now that we're all sure that we have our correct folders, we're going to take out the materials that we need. We're going to start with red folder number 2 this time, and we're going to make a pile of our materials, starting with our pink table of contents. So our Asia portfolio table of contents is going to be pink. So we're just going to make a little pile of materials on our folder off to the side. Next, in green folder number 3, you're going to take out an appendix packet, which also has a green cover. And the last thing you should see is a map of Asia. So we're going to put that with our table of contents. We're not going to go into the blue folder just yet. We will do that at the end. And now we're also going to grab our white lined paper. So what you need is 10 pieces of white lined paper. This unit is much shorter than our foundations unit, and I know some of you ran out of paper, and that's totally okay. We can always add more if we need to, but I don't want to waste. So we're all going to start with 10, and then we can add if we need to. So you're going to go ahead and grab 10 pieces of white lined paper, either from the counter or your own supply is fine. Go ahead and grab 10 pieces now. As you're going through, you need to check to make sure that all your pages are lined up correctly. So you want to make sure all your holes are lined up and they all match each other. You want to make sure that your wide margin is at the top of the page. And you want to make sure that all of your dark red lines are always on your left-hand side when you're looking down. The dark red line should always be on the left no matter which way you have it. And that wide margin should always be at the top. So you're going to flip through every single page and make sure that the holes, the red lines, and the margins all line up. And you really do need to check every page, because if you have one that's wrong, you have to undo the whole thing to fix it. So if you check now, then you'll save yourself time later. So go ahead and make sure you check all 10 pages now. All right, so now that we have our pile of materials, we're going to build our portfolio. So we're going to start back in our folder with our middle part here. We're going to fold the silver tabs so that they're pointing up at the ceiling, both sets of fasteners for each of the 3, all the way up the middle part. And we're going to begin with our pink table of contents. We know our note section is first, and then our appendix section. So we're going to take it so that the title table of contents, page A, is facing the desk, and page B is looking up at us, and we're going to put that on the fasteners, just like that. Next, we're going to take our pile of white lined paper. We're going to put it so the holes are now on our right-hand side. The wide margin is still at the top, and the dark red line is on our left. And we're going to set that on the fasteners. Wide margin at the top, dark red line on the left, holes on the fasteners. Finally, we're going to put in our appendix packet. The green cover should face the desk. Our map of Asia should be looking up at us, and that sits on the fasteners like so. Now we're going to take this insert part here. Yours might be white or a different color, and we're going to fold that over our fasteners, just like we did for our foundations portfolio. And then we're going to take each pair and we're going to flatten them out so that they're flat against the folder. And then everything should be nice and secure. So we're going to number our pages. So we're going to go back to our white line paper, and we're going to number each of our pages. You can number on the bottom, on the top, in the corner, wherever you like. I like to number in the top corner. So your first page is going to be page 1. Turn the page, and on the back of page 1 is going to be page 2. So the back side of 1 is 2. And then across from 2 is 3. So you have 2 and 3. Then you're going to turn again, and on the back of 3 is 4. Across from 4 is 5. So you're going to keep numbering each page back and front, all 10 pages. So if you number correctly, you should end up with 20 pages numbered, so 20 numbered pages out of 10 pieces of white line paper. So if you end up with an odd number, that means you've made a mistake. So if you end up with 19 pages, that means you made a mistake and you have to go back and fix your numbering. If you end up with 22 or 24, that just means you miscounted and you have 12 pieces of white line paper, and that's fine. You'll probably use it. So not a big deal if you end up with an even number. An odd number, you need to go back and check yourself. So go ahead and finish numbering all of your pages now. All right, so now that our pages are numbered, we're going to go to page 1, and we are going to label that Daily Geography. Geography. Daily Geography across the top of page 1. So we're only going to use one page for Daily Geography this time. We may need to add more later, but for now we'll all just start with 1. So page 1 will be set aside for Daily Geography, and we'll go to page 1 of our table of contents, and we'll write in Daily Geography, Geography, and today's date for that page. Okay, so now you have a completely set up portfolio ready to begin. The last thing you're going to grab is from blue folder number 4, the purple paper, and that's going to be the rubric for our Asia portfolio cover. So we're going to make a portfolio cover that's going to be due next Wednesday, and these are all of the steps that you need to complete to make sure that you get a great grade on that. So we'll spend some time going over that now and looking at some samples. So I'm looking forward to starting Asia with you. It's a really exciting unit, and off we go. Bye.